welcome to Under the Rock 845.
We are back with another episode, new episode, special guest as always. First of all, I just want to take a brief moment. As you know, I'm Lex.
J.Vodka
I
here.
a little pound that. People look for that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe. We want to give a big shout out to our supporters, everyone that's been watching.
A lot of
you know
views,
what I mean?
A lot of views.
We appreciate you guys.
Love, all the likes.
Please spread the word. Subscribe.
Instagram, Twitter, everything, all your social medias. Find us.
Find
Under the Rock
us.
845. Holla.
Now, we got that out the way. You gotta pay the bills.
Hands down.
Big guest today.
That's right.
Big guest.
Boss man.
Yo, this man is an older brother to me. This man is a mentor. Someone I grew up, watching. And I know he has a lot to say. He has a story to talk about.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this. We're gonna talk
today.
Today we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. So, as always, everyone comes on, they bless us with the ill gear.
That's right.
Hey
Taj.
Hey Taj. Without further ado, honestly, I'm very excited for this one. Without further ado, I want to introduce the designer for Hey Taj.
Fritz Bosquet.
Yo. Peace, God. Peace, King.
Yo, my God. Love. Welcome. Have a seat.
Amazing to be here.
Let the people see you.
Listen, for those of you watching, these are my brothers.
Yeah.
This is brothers before any of this. Before I started designing, y'all been my brothers. So
absolutely,
this is just another step, another level of extending the brotherhood.
I love it.
Well, I love it. Welcome. I'm happy to pick your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's gonna be vice versa.
Whatever.
As well,
Bring it.
Nah, you can't sip yet, man. We gotta do a cheers. You don't just come and drink. Cheers.
I violated on my first move.
First of all, before the cheers, we're sponsored today. We got our first sponsorship.
Yeah, what we cheersing right here?
Yo, first of all, shout out to Blue Royale, right? And I know you're affiliate. I don't know if you're the plug because you made it happen.
That's my brother right there.
You made it happen.
My brother's Florida. I mean, the whole camp of Blue Royale, man. That's my people.
Big shout out to Blue Royale sponsoring.
Yeah, our first real sponsor.
Facts.
Drinking,
Sponsoring
so
today's episode.
Here.
It's a blue day. You know what I'm saying?
Blue
If
day?
you don't understand, it's a blue day right here. It's a blue day. This is our day. We're going to make it blue all day. Let's go.
Now we cheers.
Let's go.
Welcome. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
To greatness.
We got to get right into it. So, formally introduce yourself to the people. Let them know about yourself and go on from there. I don't want to even talk too much.
My name is Fritz Bosquet. Grew up in Spring Valley.
Bosquet.
Okay. You're going to say that.
I call you Bosquet.
Yeah, Bosquet. Yo, straight up, sacrificing, murdering my name. But you know people what it is. Fritz Bosquet, born and raised in Haiti, raised in Spring Valley, New York. Of course, went to church in Nyack, so I got a little bit of both worlds. Spring Valley and Nyack was both my stomping grounds.
Shout out to the Rock.
Yes.
I am a designer, of course, for this brand, Heritage.
Yo, you dressed us up.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you who my favorite Panther was too. You dressed us up.
You causing low bag.
Low bag,
Yeah,
low bag, all
yeah,
day. And of
zoom
course,
in on this
my
shit.
piece is just saying paguen problem. That means, we just rocking
There's
for
no
whatever.
how
We're
about
moving
that.
however life rocks with us and putting in the work and the effort, whatever we do. So, I'm, a designer for Heritage, a brand that I started back in 2010. And,
Sheesh.
of course, the brand, the inspiration for that brand for Heritage really came off of when Haiti was struck with the earthquake.
Okay.
Yes.
At the time, I think everyone was shattered. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whether you were living or you had families back home, that's home.
Yeah.
So what inspired me to start Heritage was after watching so many of these news networks covering the catastrophe that hit Haiti.
Yeah.
They were just kept repeating the same thing. Every channel was consistently saying Haiti being the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. I'm like, okay, all right, yes, people died, people lost their lives, businesses were shattered, and homes were broken, lives were lost. But it's like the highlight, the headline was like Haiti, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere.
They're rebuilding.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm like, dang, it's so crazy how like something so catastrophic happened to our home, to our country, and the only thing that's making the waves around it, all the networks and the words, negative connotation of how they're presenting it. So I designed a piece which was to highlight the resilience of the people, the strength of the people. And that piece was inspired by a picture that I saw on social media. And it was I think it was a couple of days after the earthquake happened, and
so this is all the beginning.
Oh, this is all the
motivation.
And mind you, I was just like really just wanted to create a piece just for Haiti. That's all I was trying to do. So that piece was created because I saw a picture they posted on social media, and you could see all of the chaos around this in the picture, and it was a woman well dressed with her child. Well dressed. I don't know if they were going to church. Well, I think they were going to church. Those are the three.
Everyone, all Haitians dress.
They call it Legally Black, right? So the 3 L's, right? And they call it Legally Black.
School, church, and home.
There you
Translation.
go. So for those, exactly.
So, we got the subtitles. We're gonna have to
for real. So I saw that picture. I'm like, dang, you could see she's walking through mud. You could see broke down buildings, but she is well dressed. The child, it was her son. Nicely. Present, you know it's our culture too. They always tell us, make sure you
have a priest to go to the doctor.
Yo,
like,
you already know what that is.
Right?
So that right there was like, to me, I'm like, yo, that's what I want to showcase.
Yeah, the strength.
The strength. You know what I'm saying? How no matter how hard you hit us, you know what I'm saying, we're always gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? With the resilience that we possess within our makeup. So anyway, I created that piece, and then I started to create more pieces just to highlight more so just the Haiti is more than just the Western, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, that we do have a history. You know what I'm saying? That actually was the history that stood against the force of slavery.
How did you, sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Yeah, no problem.
How did you choose your name? How did you go into
Well, okay, so initially the brand started with Heritage Trends.
Heritage Trends.
Hence the hat.
Yes. Yeah. And Heritage Trends. And I was like, heritage, it's something that normally is always trending no matter what's going on. People always talk about the heritage, you know what I'm saying, where they're from, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I keep looking at it.
So, like, I did that, and then, it wasn't Heritage Trends, it was Heritage Tees. Okay. And shout out to a friend of mine, Lukeman, I'm going to shout his name. He hit me up on Facebook. He's like, yo, Fritz, do you plan on doing t-shirts all your life? Why do you call it Heritage Tees? Because that's box you win. So when he gave me that advice, I immediately took it and changed it to Heritage Trends. But once again, for me personally, I'm gonna this is my first, I say, what if we're gonna say call it gems, I'm gonna say it's like, always listen. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, you don't know everything. And whether someone is in your field or not, there's always, possibility that you can pick up something. So, Heritage Trends, now we call it, the brand is called Heritage. You know what I'm saying? So Heritage Trends, of course, speaking to a young brother, he basically expressed to me that, you know what, it's a lot easier when you simplify the name. Because if you look at all the big brands, Louis, even it's Louis Vuitton, but people don't even say Louis Vuitton anymore. They say Louis. They got Louis on, Gucci and so forth. So anyway, long story short, that taking to all of the information or the advice that that comes across me, because I'm very blessed in that regard, where because I have a lot of good friends, good strong people around me that are willing to share information with me. So that right there, which is what inspired me to change the name from Heritage Trends to make it more of a globally welcoming name where people can feel easily to say it. So and Heritage is where it is.
I got something.
Yes, sir.
So appreciate you, obviously.
Oh,
but
go back.
As a Haitian man, right? There's a lot of other Haitian brands out there, tons of them.
Oh.
I ain't gonna shout them all out, but there's tons of them. I've seen you do work with others. I've seen you guys do your pop-up shots, everything like that. We can get into that. So when you came into this game as a designer and you want to bring out your own brand, how did you say, you know what, this is how I'm gonna differentiate myself from the other brands?
I think that's one of the things that I do when I'm designing is I always use the tool that we have nowadays, which is Google. Whether I know someone's out there doing something, I always just Google just to see if inspiration comes to me. For instance, to do Fred Hampton. This is before the movie came out. I didn't even know this was coming up, but I actually just was inspired to do something with Black History Month. So my first instinct was to first go to Google, see what's out there, and see how people have been able to use that image of this icon, and how can I make it my own. You know what I'm saying? How can I add a different twist to it? Because quote one of the great MCs, Nas, no idea is original. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
What you do, what is how it's
you know what I'm
done.
saying? So like when he said that, it spoke volume to me. You know what I'm saying? That nobody's original, but what you can do though, you can actually take from an original. What they call it, inspiration, and add your own.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying.
Add your own twist.
And add on your own twist to it and make it your own. So
you came into the game full speed.
Oh,
though.
I mean, and I think one of the reasons being is the fact that I don't look at designing as work. Designing is fun for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those people that actually can spend hours in front of my computer just creating.
Well, you was always into fashion though.
Oh,
so bringing me dropping my
From what I know, what I seen, I think you was a model.
oh,
You modeled?
Come on, man. We got pics of Fritz. This is what we got pics of Fritz modeling. I don't know who that. Who's that? Fritz? Tyrese? I don't know who that is down
Yo,
there.
you modeled?
Yeah, actually, you know what? It's so crazy you brought that up.
Man.
Dag, man. You know what?
He's dirty?
No, he's dirty. He's playing dirty right now.
Come on, man.
You playing dirty like you play ball.
Yo, alright.
When he's on his A game.
Since we there, you modeled, and I think he's a musician too.
Oh,
I grew up seeing this dude at church, and when he used
Which
to,
instrument?
first
though?
of all,
Which instrument?
First of all, he missed the sermon. He missed the offering.
Oh.
He only came through when it was time to get lit, as those say, chauffer assemblée.
Yes.
When the louange came, you see dude creeping up to the side door with some sticks. Me and Joel, we used to be like, yo, it's about to get lit. Fritz is here. Nigga would come through with the, I can't front.
Me, man. Y'all stupid.
Nah,
you used too much homework.
Yo, nah,
too much homework.
bro. I don't know who I gotta
stick
call.
with this one right here.
I don't know who I gotta call, but
That's
you used
right.
to come through and tear the drums up.
Yeah.
And then, you know how I knew you was wilding? This how I knew this is Haitian, like, the compa was in you. The music, our heritage, our culture was in
Hey,
you.
Daj.
Yes.
Son will be playing the drums and he'll bring somebody else with the cowbell. Just one job. And he'll always let a little nigga do it, though.
Yeah.
All you have to do is boop, 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 boop. That's all you have to do. That was me.
You listen to too much compa.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
That was me on the cowbell. Nigga,
chill.
like, that's all you gotta do.
Yo,
Nigga,
chill.
like,
Yeah,
damn,
it goes back.
I wanna play drums
It goes
too.
back.
nigga.
No, it goes back. Yeah,
Y'all
I mean,
go
not
back.
for
Y'all
nothing.
go
Like
back.
with
Granted, yeah.
With
Yeah,
the
y'all
two
go
of y'all, there's too much history here.
Yeah,
Facts.
This is music.
But
this is
drummer
church.
Fritz is different.
Yeah,
You
know
drum
what it
for
is?
real? Did you like?
You know what it is? It's like, and this is like, I'm gonna tie it in with even designing.
Okay.
Like, I'm one of those people that I think I could say that God has blessed me to some, degree where once I like something, automatically my spirit, attaches itself to it. So I never really, took drum lesson until like maybe like towards the tail end of me playing in the church.
That was raw talent.
It was, I can't say talent. It was just more me, just like amazed by watching other drummers.
Yeah.
Like we had older drummers in the church.
Absolutely.
That I was fortunate enough that looked at me and said, you know what? This kid look like he's hungry, like he wants to learn. So let me give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the things that I also appreciated, and I felt like it was necessary for me as a drummer to never look at a younger person who wants to play the instrument and like, well, you can't come into the, don't play. You can't come up here because I'm the great one. And it was like because I wasn't treated that way by those that gave me that opportunity, so I felt like it was.
They see the
necessary for me to
potential.
Yeah, so
model and drummer.
yeah, so it's so crazy. And
dangerous. He was already
Dangerous
dangerous.
too. Dangerous.
So it's one of those things, like and for me, once I'm around something, and once my spirit, what I'm saying, is if that's the right term for it, is picks up on the craft, then automatically I go into like learn mode. I become a sponge.
You're locked in.
I'm locked in. I mean, I'm looking at your hand movements, in the drums. And for modeling, for me, it was more so like I went to Summer Jam.
Oh yeah.
I went to what year was it? This was the year. I don't know exactly what year. I'll tell you who was performing that year though. The Fugees was performing that.
Oh, that's throwback.
Right? Right? So I'm out there with my cousin Shay. And Shay, shout out to Shay, because Shay was like the one that
He's
actually
just dropping shout outs.
no, that's my, because you know what it is for me personally, like I'm very, very particular, like, and I always say like, people that do good by you always got to remember that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what's up.
I don't allow any negative situation to take away from like 10, 15 years from someone doing good by you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can curse.
Say whatever you want. Fuck shit.
You know what I'm saying? You may
Balls.
Not balls.
Pause.
Big pause. But go ahead, continue.
You know what I'm saying? You may have fucked up, you may have done something fucked up to me.
Yeah.
But if like out of 10 years that I've known you, you only did one thing that's fucked up to me. Yeah, I can look at that, but I'm like, I'm not gonna let that damage or ruin the 10 years of good things that you did for me. So,
gotcha.
You know, shout out to Shay, because Shay was like, you know, I'm older than Shay, but Shay was actually the one that was like, yo, listen, your friends, we're going to the city, or we're going to Philly. We're going this, like, cause he was always like outside of like, you know, Rockland. So, we're at Summer Jam. He's like, yo, first, I don't know, we're gonna get in.
Yeah.
I already went to
Oh, y'all didn't buy tickets.
Yeah, listen, you know what's so crazy? Shay was one of those dudes that, you know, once again, I talk about Shay because, you know, that's one of my brothers.
That's
you know
fine. Shout out to Shay.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, yo, like, he's like, yo, I don't care. Shay will find someone within the industry that he knows. Yeah. And it's guaranteed.
Relationships.
Relationships.
Good.
Very important. Building relationships. So we got there, we out there, and then so you know, going to the modeling thing. Tommy Hilfiger's brother, Andy Hilfiger. He saw me, right? So he saw me while we at the not that day, you know, around that time. TikTok,
talk your shit,
baby oil,
glistening.
Listen, I did about like. Keep it real.
How many push-ups?
I did at least 200 push-ups in
the
parking lot. In the parking lot. I didn't say at home. In the parking lot. At the fucking.
At the gym.
Pardon the language. At the concert.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
Speak, you good. It's the platform.
It's not the drink.
It's the blue.
It's the brotherhood.
Speak,
and
bro.
the blue.
Let it flow.
It's the blue day.
This is therapeutic.
You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right.
he saw me and I didn't even know who he was at the time because you know, I mean, I knew of Tommy Hilfiger. Of course, Tommy was like, you know,
it was booming.
Yeah. I think my cousin Shay said something to him, and then he looked at me. He's like, "You a model, ain't you?" And then from that, I'm like, "Hold on."
Who said you a model? Shay?
Andy Hilfiger.
Oh. He's gonna be like,
yeah. So
yeah.
I'm like, no. But at the time, and this is around the time that Tyson Beckford was like completely like, you know, destroying the scene for Polo. Tyson Beckford.
He don't know about
yeah.
I got melanin in there.
Tyson Beckford was he was like, he was the Ralph Lauren model that was killing the game around the time when Ralph Lauren first, you know, I don't know if he was one of the first, but he was probably one of the most iconic, you know, black models at the time. So anyway, you know, so that
shout out to the black guys.
It inspired me to, like, you know, pursue the modeling thing, and then I did that for a couple of years. And of course, modeling is a little bit more complicated than just, you know,
there's an art to it.
It's an art to it.
Yeah.
There's a time thing. There's, you know, like, of course, like the whole industry itself. You gotta go to different, what they call it, go-sees and
I don't know what they call it.
It's,
I ain't never modeled a day in my life.
Yeah, castings. You know what I'm saying? So we, you know, you have to honestly be like going from like one. You know, go sees, like, you know, when they have like
ghost see
go sees, like, you know, it's
go sees.
Okay. So I don't know if the term is changed now, but around my time they call it go sees. Is when, you know, you like they have casting for modeling, you know, gigs or whatever and so forth. So you have to be in the city literally every day for an entire day.
Yeah.
Me at the time had a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't, you know, just dedicate the time just to do it. So that was short lived. But art was always in me because I was always an artist as a kid, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so when modeling stopped, I was still inspired to
now you're on the path that you're supposed to be.
But I just want to, if you know, I don't want to over talk, but just to give you a bit
Go ahead.
Because the shout outs to me are very important.
Okay.
Me starting to design started back in 2005.
Okay.
Right?
That's when we graduated high school.
I got 05.
Damn. Dated myself. I don't know if when I graduated high school. Right? You dated myself.
I don't shot. Can I guess?
Damn.
Can I guess?
No, don't.
Can I guess?
Hold on. All right, guess.
You look like a 92 nigga.
Oh! Am I right? On the dot.
Oh, real nigga.
Target.
Research.
You're done.
Shout out to research.
92, no, but real talk though, 92 was
unscripted under the rock, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't want niggas to feel like I knew that. That was a big guess.
That was a big guess, huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
92.
How'd you come with 92 though?
I don't know, cause like I base it off of my older cousins and like my brother, and I'm just trying to like filter out like when you.
So you got an old.
I got an old soul.
You got an old. Wow.
Yeah, I got an old soul.
How y'all niggas graduating?
Yeah, you had a high top fade
like this.
Yo, nah. You funny thing is, yo.
I know I just threw you off your whole shit.
No. Real talk though.
Yo,
High top fade. My mother wouldn't let me get no high top fade, B.
what's up to your mother?
I couldn't get. I couldn't even get a part on my hair, B.
Oh yeah, I never had a part.
I couldn't even get a part, B. That part was just a line, son.
Jerry used to have parts.
Yeah, I was able to.
Nah,
shout out to Breezo and Rick. Yeah,
shout out to Breezo.
I couldn't. Yo, mom.
Yo, your mom and my mom. Yo,
oh no,
like
yo,
this.
Yo, sisters.
That's real
sisterhood,
love.
sisterhood.
Yo.
And I mean, not for nothing.
May she continue to.
You're not gonna find with these women.
Watch over.
You're not gonna find these women, son.
Oh my, they don't make them like them.
Shout out to my mom, man. She's not here, but I know.
Yeah, nah, forever.
I remember her too.
Setata. Big shout out. Shout out Setata.
Yes.
Real talk.
Y'all done been shout out second on. The whole time y'all talking about church, y'all done been shout out second on.
You gotta shout out Sister Kano. That's great. But we're here cursing.
Yeah, we wild.
Drinking. Sipping. We're sinning. And you want me to shout out the Reverend.
Actually, I can't. I have to disagree with you on that.
We're not sinning?
You know what? I can't say you're sinning because you know what? Your relationship with God is personal.
Spirituality.
So, we could talk,
we can get into
that. But in all honesty, just to say that when I said that I started back in 2005, I started an initial brand called Finesse. It was called Finesse Couture. Then changed to Finesse.
So you've been doing this.
Yes. I've been around for a little bit.
Question. I know I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry, but I have to.
Go ahead.
So you started a brand and had to basically transition, I guess, to another brand. Did that brand fail, or what? Like, what caused you to to switch it up?
Okay.
And if it did, if it wasn't successful, maybe you could share why.
Okay. Yeah, and so I started in 2005. So shout outs to one of my good brothers, Ed.
On his fourth shout out.
Yeah, now you listen. That's something y'all gotta know about me.
He's gonna do the shout out.
And that's one thing that I really want to. It's paying respect.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta respect to those. You gotta pay respect to those who look out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that don't look out. We always shut them out.
Yeah, true.
We always give them the shut.
Don't even get started.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But those that actually do, we don't shout them out. So I want to make sure I exclude those who didn't. I want to highlight those who did.
Facts.
Ed, he has his brand called So Fueka. Right, Fueka.
We'll fuck with Fueka.
Right.
That's homie.
I hadn't seen Ed since I think I graduated high school, because he graduated either with me or a year after me. Either way, we were high school friends.
Yeah.
And I used to work at this job in Nyack. I had never seen. I worked there for about 4 or 5 years. I don't think I ran into anybody that I knew in that area. But for whatever reason, there was a day I came out to get something out of my car, and who I saw outside was Ed.
Banger.
Crazy. And you know how, as I say, the higher being, God, whatever you want to call it,
it happened for a reason.
So I ran into him, and mind you, I hadn't seen him since we graduated high school. So this is at least a good 8 to 10 year gap.
Yeah.
And so of course, got a quick little chat. What's going on with you? What you doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm doing this. I'm designing. I'm doing this. I got this little thing that he was doing. Doing this thing called on Cafe Press. Cafe Press was a website you could actually just like create your design and upload it into your their stuff, and they sell it for you.
Yeah.
They make a large cut of your product, but you're
just selling your ideas.
Exactly. So you can price it however you want to make your profit. But long story short, I was fortunate enough that he shared that with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then not only he shared it with me, he actually was like, yo, listen, I didn't know how to use, the programs to design, Photoshop, Illustrator, those type of things. He
showed you?
He showed me how to do
That's what's up. Each one teach one.
Which is rare.
Yeah.
Each one teach one.
And once again, I'm lucky that I had, I came across a lot of people that didn't share, which they don't matter.
Yeah.
Those that did share, they shared a lot with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My brother Fritz. You know what I'm saying? Another Fritz that I grew up in Haiti, who was another genius with the board.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, Fritz, come over. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, show you the little shortcuts. He and his wife was actually, they had a brand. They took me under their wing.
You learned everything.
Oh no, I'm a sponge. That's one thing about me. I'm a sponge.
Yeah.
I'm a sponge. I don't care how old I am. I'll listen to a 6-year-old talk.
Yeah.
Because I want to get something out of the day, out of you. So anyway, started that. Reason why that brand didn't take off is because I had more so a vision, a passion, but I didn't study.
Gotcha.
Enough.
Yes.
To prepare for the game. I did all the trade shows, did the Magic trade shows, which is like, where all of the big brands go to showcase their stuff. I did all of that in Vegas, New York. I exhibited in New York, where you spending like close to $10,000.
Any
for
name
a booth.
drops? Anybody that rocked the?
Oh,
Fenice?
I mean, yeah. Well,
give me some name drops. Suck your shit real quick.
Fenice actually, and like I said, because I didn't do my homework and not having the capital to push that brand the way I should have. That brand was, I remember the first trade show I did in it was called Project Trade Show in New York at the Jacob Javits Center, 2008. I did that trade show.
That sounds familiar.
Right? And it's one of those, the trade shows like, pretty much like I said, it's like, where you have like, Ralph Lauren, Tommy, or any brands that are like, any fashion brands, that's where they go into pretty much like they showcase and then the stores come to buy and place orders, to get your stuff. So, I exhibited that year. And I'll never forget that year because that's when Ed Hardy was killing the game.
Yeah, that's throwback.
My booth was actually literally a strip away from Ed Hardy, and I was next to Ralph Lauren was next door to mine, right? So
heavy hitters.
Oh no, I mean, like I said, I wish I had done more homework, and that's one of the things I want to, anybody who wants to pursue anything, I don't care what it is you're going into, study. Do some homework onto it, what I'm saying? Well, see what you need, what I'm saying? So you know exactly how to navigate, as far as in the landscape of what you're trying to get into. So, long story short, I did the show, and then there were two stylists that were walking the show, pardon me.
It's
the drink, but we gotta do that, man.
It's the drink.
Sorry.
Go. Right? We have so much to get into.
Right? So, two stylists that worked at BET.
Okay.
And
so you was rubbing elbows off rip.
And it was, and once again, those were not playing.
You was putting yourself in the room.
I was just in the room, and they just so happened to walk past. At the time, once again, Fenice was a full collection. It wasn't just like
I remember.
It wasn't just t-shirts. I had denim, I had jackets,
blazers,
I had dress shirts, blazers, everything. It was a full collection. With no money, just a dream, a vision,
talent, a dream.
Exactly. So they approached me. They're like, you know what? We have I forgot who. Terrence was the host of 106 in Park at the time.
Terrence J.
Okay. And then Touré was hosting the Black Carpet. It was another show on BET.
Okay, I remember Touré.
Right, so
he's the one that
the Afro.
He had with R. Kelly.
Okay, so I'm glad. Now we're gonna get into the R. Kelly thing. This is how, and
we talk about Kells every episode somehow.
Yo, it's so crazy. Yo, listen, man. Call it what it is. Kel's a genius, man. He's a genius, right? So Touré, they picked up a few pieces for Touré. So Touré actually wore my Fenice literally for like an entire week of
shooting the show.
Yeah,
on MTV,
on BET.
On BET, okay.
Right, and I mean I'll get my credits for this couture. Wardrobe provided by. So I got those. And so going to R. Kelly, the famous R. Kelly interview.
The interview when he was talking to the Touré.
Do you remember the question? Do you like teenagers?
Yeah.
He was wearing
your shirt.
He was like,
we gotta put that
what do you mean by teenagers?
We gotta put that one up. Yeah, I remember that interview.
That interview, he actually that was my shirt. He wore that for that interview.
That's dope.
And so
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just I've been, and one of those things that with anything that we do as entrepreneurs, we want to make sure that whatever you're going into, you at least establish some form of a team or capital to support what you're going into. Whether it's to handle the what you're doing at the moment or what's to come. Yeah. So, of course, in the business, when you start to hit that level of attention, orders comes in. Yeah. And those orders don't come in by like 5.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
We need 10,000 pieces.
Yeah. Heritage started in 2010, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now that we're in 2021, 11 years in now. Now, 11 years in, where do you see yourself, the brand, for the next couple of years? That's a long 11 years in the game.
Yes.
Now,
that's some longevity.
Heritage, I have a big question for you here. Is this something you're gonna pass down to your kids?
I mean, first and foremost, the whole, even though I was inspired by other the thing, the catastrophe that happened in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
But the ultimate goal as an entrepreneur was really like to build a legacy for my kids. Absolutely, it's definitely for my kids.
Yeah,
I want my kids to not have to go through, the hardships and my experiences. And I believe in my firm belief in life is you have to make it easier for the next generation.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's heritage. It's
you're a husband and you're a father.
Yes.
Entrepreneur, hardworking man.
Yes, sir.
That's fire. We got to shout out.
Oh man,
much
shout out
respect.
to my wife, man.
Keep,
You know what I'm saying?
to the
New.
heart.
Man, word.
Shout out to my
Wifey
wife.
shout
New.
outs.
We got two girls.
Yo, out to your
Two girls and a young boy.
Shout out to my oldest, Kari. She just turned 16.
Yeah.
Her birthday was yesterday.
She's taking the rules out his father.
And she's an artist too. A mean artist. Mean artist. Yeah. Mean. When I tell you, like, very creative.
Yeah.
Shout out
not for nothing. I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I feel like money can't buy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed.
Rich in everything.
I have 3 wonderful kids, 2 girls and a little boy who's actually, man, I tell you, man, he's me 2.0. Where I have to do my job to like, yo, how do I slow this kid down and make sure he can retain some of the information instead of like speeding. But so I've been blessed. So
that's good.
It's this right now. Whatever I'm doing with Heritage and anything else that I attach myself to in the future. Now in the future is really for my legacy.
That's right.
Is to make sure that they have a little bit a head start.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a race. Life is a race.
Facts.
Yeah.
I got a question. I always say I got a question. I don't know why I should just say my question. Like, whatever. I got a question.
It's your show. Just say.
Yeah, right.
Blue Day. Sorry, man.
Open it up. You just
We
open the
gotta
sponsorship up when I ask you a question.
Make the Blue Day.
So he asked you about if you're gonna leave it for your kids. You're talking about how you're brought up. We're doing a lot of great things in this world right now, right? Go ahead. This is my cup. Yeah, not too much. Don't kill me. We're doing a lot of great things, right?
Yes, sir.
But one thing that we can't deny or hide is the fact that we are black men.
Yes, sir.
Right? Last show, or a few shows ago, someone asked us about how we felt as black men coming up, and it was a great question. The first person to really ask us anything like that.
Yeah.
So coming up right now, I don't want to ask you how you feel, but I want to know just about our culture, right? As black people. Where do you see us going, and what do you think we can do to change? Like, I know I kind of asked that before, but I want to get everyone's perspective because everyone's going to give different, insight on it. So the culture right now, like, we're leading the culture. Like, we're dominating everything. Like, music, arts, like, it is what it is. Call it what you want, but we dominate everything, right? But we still suffer a lot. We still go through a lot. We still go through a lot of trials, tribulations. I couldn't get it out.
Turbulence.
I want to take a flight.
You're on the airplane somewhere.
My fault. Trials and tribulations. Man, that's crazy. That's a blooper. Make sure he says a blooper. Nah, but for real though, like we go through we face a lot of adversity. So
yes.
Where do you see us and what can we do different? Because everyone always has their own, what can we do different, man? I want to see us move forward as a culture.
Okay. I have one word, and then I'll expand.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everything that we've done, we've marched, we protest, we vote,
It's
right?
not even effective.
Right?
All of that.
One thing that's missing out of all of that stuff, unity.
U-N-I-T-Y. We're not unified. I agree.
Unity.
Yeah.
We are by far, and it baffles me when I see that on TV, where it could be.
Oof, that's spicy.
it could be smooth though. Smooth.
Yeah, nah, I like it.
Spicy smooth.
Blue Royale. Very smooth. You can catch it at any liquor store near you.
That's right.
Quick commercial break.
Yes.
Shout out to our first sponsors. Blue Royale.
Holla at Blue Royale, man.
Yo, where can you find this, by the way?
Right now, I mean, especially in Rockland, there's
Sorry, I know I messed up the whole front way.
quick
commercial break.
But you know what it is though?
You gotta
didn't mess it up.
Facts.
Because
Hold us down.
This
First
is black.
sponsors.
This is black entrepreneurship.
Black owned,
right?
yeah. Hold
You know
us
what I'm saying?
down.
So that's the first thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Is we're investing in each other.
Yeah.
We're supporting one another.
Big time.
That's that unity.
Blue Royale.
Right,
Shout out to y'all, man.
That's
Appreciate
y'all.
y'all.
Talking about.
Appreciate y'all, man.
So,
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the folks at Blue Royale. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I threw you off because it was spicy. But I want you to definitely get your point out. About
the unity piece, I think, is key. I actually had a discussion with a friend not too long ago about the Haitian Revolution. Mm-hmm. And his approach.
1804.
1804. I mean, first, and not only first free, we're looking at just us freeing ourselves. Mm-hmm. We
help free a lot.
Help free others as well.
Right.
And to the point where we made it so like the claim that was placed out there by our leaders, Jajar Dessalines, and the others, was anyone who stepped foot in Haiti, consider yourself a free man, a free woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good over here.
And we were supplying. I mean, we helped free,
How do we get back to that, though?
Okay, so once again, this is where I have to go back to the unity piece. Mm-hmm. So the conversation I had with the friend was like, well, religious. His thing was most like voodoo, which is when you dig deep down. It's our practice, our culture. It's our culture.
There's a good and bad in everything. A lot of people hear the word, it has a bad stigma. There's a good and bad in everything.
But once again, it's the propaganda behind how it's marketed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a religious in terms of like practice religions and whatever it is. I consider myself more of a spiritual individual.
Same.
I feel like I'm connected more closer to my higher being than being attached to like a religion that would separate me from other people. So I'm not religious. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I grew up in the church, but I believe that I'm more spiritual. And people's gonna be like, what do you mean by spiritual? Well, you know why? Because I'm not against anyone. Okay. I'm more so like if we share.
It's a war. Religion's a war.
Yeah, I believe in commonality.
There was big wars on religion.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Big wars.
So
big massacres.
He was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Voodoo it did this. The voodoo did that. I was like, well, okay. So I said, let's pause for a minute. Voodoo still exists, right? Catholicism still exists. Christianity still exists, but Haiti is still struggling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if it's those things that we want to credit for what we were able to achieve in 1804, then how come those things cannot help us right now? And I said, the one thing that's missing out of anything that you're missing, that you stated, is unity.
Unity. You got to come together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about how powerful unity was. You had, because the people that captured us knew exactly how to make sure that we were able to communicate.
Exactly.
Right? So they took people from different tribes, spoke a different dialect. They weren't able to understand each other.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go down to the Bible with you.
Oh, here we go.
The Tower of Babel, which is a story in the Bible, where these group of people decided to build a tower. According to what they were, trying to achieve, was to build a tower tall enough to reach the heavens.
Yes, I've read about.
Story or not, that's what they were saying in the books, right? And supposedly they were getting so close to achieve. Yeah, the written book
by a person.
Many people.
Okay.
Right? So what they were, according to the books, what they were getting so close to achieving that goal. Once again, I'm going based on what's written. God saw that they were so close to it. What he did to stop the movement was I don't want to quote exactly word for word, but supposedly he created confusion, and the confusion was created by language. They couldn't understand each other.
They couldn't communicate.
Because they couldn't communicate. What does that do? It takes away the sense of unity.
Got you. So you're saying we lack communication as
the people.
As a people,
So
we're not having the conversation.
Exactly. So if we look at it for let's see, put it into current times.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the fight that we deal with right now as black people.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the main ingredients to our divisiveness or division within us. Jamaicans don't like Haitians. Haitians think they're better than anybody else. Africans think like you're not black, first of all.
There's a lot of there's a lot of brainwashing. And,
so once again,
self-sabotage.
if you're gonna look at what the Bible, what was done while they were trying to reach that goal of touching the heavens, was like, okay, we're gonna create a confusion between them, so they don't understand that they're the same. They speak different languages. So guess what? you're black. I mean, you're Jamaican. You're Trinidadian. I'm Haitian. He's African American.
Now we're
Guess
separated.
what? I don't fuck with none. Yo, we don't. I don't fuck with this nigga.
But we're all the same, though.
But guess what? You put all four of us together. We don't even understand each other. See us in the mall, and something happens. They're gonna say we saw 4 black men.
Yeah. They're not gonna say Haitian, Jamaican, nothing.
So going back
Absolutely.
to what my initial point is the fact that once we can establish
unity,
and if you notice that anytime we unite, it's destroyed.
Absolutely.
From the first, the right.
Absolutely.
You become a terror group. You know, the
sabotage.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. Once again, I could go deeper into these things.
But bottom line, we need to have the conversation.
The unity is exactly, to me, that is our freedom.
Yeah.
And we saw it in the movie 300. 300 men held off millions.
United, shout out to him.
Right? But it the moral of the story.
Scene,
right? The moral of the story was unity, though. It was unity.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you could be outnumbered.
Yeah.
But once
mentality and
it's everything. We watched it as young kids. Voltron. Different pieces that come together to form one gigantic, like destructive piece. Unity is the one thing that lacks within the black community.
I appreciate that.
I want to switch it up. Switch it up real quick. We're gonna go into the sports. That's what we do.
This guy's gonna debate.
Oh my God!
Here to argue.
Y'all, listen. For anybody that knows me, I'm a talker.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
To some degree, you might be like, yo, Fritz, we got enough. We're hurt. You just said that 3 times already, boy.
What you got for him? What you got for
sports? As you know, NBA All-Star Weekend is this weekend in the
Coming up in the A. Black Hollywood.
Yeah, it's going to be lit this weekend.
Black Elite, right? Black Elite,
Black
too.
Hollywood.
Yeah. You know, the typical, we got 3-point contest, dunk contest. It's going to be a popping weekend as usual.
Okay. A lot of them cats didn't want to play, though.
Nah, a lot of people want to stay away from it, but it's going to be, the A's going to be lit.
It's going
to be lit. I want to shout out, I kind of don't want to shout them out, but the Knicks.
Yeah, buddy.
Call it what it is, though. Let's keep it real, though.
We don't want your energy. We don't want the haters' energy.
I'm not giving you, it's my segment.
You always hate it, though. Don't try to jump on it now.
I'm not listening.
All right, I'm not saying you don't want to shout it out.
That's my segment.
Nah, niggas.
You should have done it then.
Nah, you should have let me get to it then, nigga.
Okay,
because at the end of the day, you know, y'all niggas love hate. Yo, y'all love to hate the Knicks.
But hold on. I mean, listen,
not you.
I'm on both sides right now, right?
These guys put me through hell.
These guys
put me through hell as a Knicks fan.
What do you mean put you through? You didn't get to nowhere yet. Just because they're in the playoffs.
We're lit. We're not in the playoffs.
Crazy though. Yo, you know what it is? The Knicks is like,
give us something to root for.
I'm
you know what I mean? I'm happy I could root for my team and be in conversations now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't just brushing me to the side.
But you know what though?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Can I, right now though, can I throw some shade?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw some shade right now.
Yeah.
I appreciate you a real nigga for bringing up the Knicks.
I'm
gonna throw some shade right now.
Shout out to NYK Knicks tape. You know
Since you hating on the Knicks right now though, right? Since you and I'm not a Knicks fan, right? Actually, I'm not a fan of no team, period. I'm a fan of players.
Okay.
I was a Michael Jordan fan, which happened to be in Chicago.
You're Michael Jordan's biggest fan.
Oh, by far. Yeah. 2 big fans, right?
Yeah.
So, Knicks. Okay? Right now, they are looking good. Hold on. They don't have a major superstar.
We have an all-star on our team right now.
He's an all-star.
Julius.
Almost like, I'm just saying though, he's an all-star. I'm giving credit though. I'm
taking it.
All right, it's credit. It's credit. Like, I'm gonna throw shade. Like I said, I'm gonna throw shade. It's not a team that actually, put like a LeBron, AD, Bosh.
Oh, super teams?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Knicks is performing.
Talking about super
right
teams.
Without. Literally, because I mean he's an all-star, but when we look at all-stars, he actually is like he just made it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I think he became
his teeth.
Yeah, he became an all-star because of the fact that Knicks are now in the conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So for
his
me
numbers
personally,
show though.
I'm gonna shout this out because you know what? In this day and age, I feel this generation of basketball players, I've gotten too comfortable of taking shortcuts.
Yeah.
What kind of? I said joining with other people.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up.
So you're a LeBron hater.
Correct that.
What is it?
I'm a LeBron critique.
Okay. Okay.
I critique him
I follow you on social media. I see the arguments you get in with.
And guess what? Listen, I give props where it's due.
Yeah.
Like LeBron to me, off the court, he's not to be compared to anybody other than the others who were socially active.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Kyrie came out.
Yeah.
He said, you know what, black man, Kobe, he wants the logo to be changed to Kobe Bryant. I seen you write essays.
Yes.
On fucking Facebook.
Actually, was it an essay though?
You be writing some paragraphs.
2 paragraphs.
Yo, listen, this is an essay.
Damn.
About. I'm just saying, you over there, you letting it go. But you said if anyone it should be changed to, it should be changed to Jordan.
Yes.
So now, I agree with Kyrie paying homage, right?
Yeah.
But I seen where you were coming from. So do you think we should just leave it with the belong? Where the Africans built that league? Let's be real. NBA, nothing but Africans.
Yeah.
We built that league.
I mean, 70-80%.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe we push
get.
Jerry West to the side and put a black male figure in that position.
Well, I mean, the reason why for me, I don't disagree with Kyrie at all. I actually agree with Kyrie.
Yeah.
I was just saying that, you know what, if we really someone deserves that role,
Yeah.
because we have to look at not just the fact that Kobe passed away,
Yeah.
it's this what you contributed to the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for me, you know, I left Haiti. I came in this country in '85. I'm gonna date myself.
Sheesh.
Right, '85. So '85, before I actually got a taste of to know exactly who Michael Jordan was, my players was Magic Johnson and watching Isaiah Thomas and Larry Bird.
Gotcha.
Right, and those guys were actually
You're
the
old
people.
nigga.
You know, I am an old nigga.
No beef.
Yo, listen,
No beef.
listen, real talk though.
Don't fold the hat there.
Nigga like a young boy.
Listen.
Look,
All right, yeah.
I know what you're saying though.
So my thing is, it's like, okay, I don't want to just like, you know, we just place someone there without a legit argument.
Gotcha.
Like Jerry West was, I guess, I don't know what the reason was
I
why they
don't know,
made him
dude.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever he contributed at the time.
It's time
But
for a change.
Not only time for a change, it's time for a change that is deserved.
Yeah.
Because the fact that, you know, like I said, Magic was in Bird, they made the game more interesting to watch,
Yes.
right? Dr. J first. For Dr. J, then Larry and Bird, right? But Jordan?
How come nobody ever talks about Bill Russell?
Well, I mean, I have my argument about Bill
He
Russell.
played 13 seasons, bro, and he won 11 chips.
Yeah.
But at the time, and this is my argument, and people may not like it, what I'm going to say right now.
We don't pay homage to that?
To the textbook pictures?
No, it's not even textbook. Yo, Jerry, you know what's crazy
Nah,
though?
one dude in the middle, he's like, training with mad little people.
Yo, see, that's my argument.
Yeah.
The league had 13 teams at the time.
We're gonna talk about this forever. We can't stay on this.
The league was the Rucker Park at the time.
Okay.
All right, so I'm sorry. 10 rings. The league was not as developed as it became
Gotcha.
years after.
Okay.
So that's why for me, I'm
Okay.
when I talk about that whole Jordan belongs there, and it's not because of a fan.
Yeah.
I have to look at it from like impact, what your contribution is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not favorite. I am a fan, but I have to back up my fan perspective with logic and facts.
Gotcha.
Jordan made the game a global thing.
All right.
I was in Haiti.
We're gonna argue about this forever. I don't want to argue
Yeah,
about this
we've
forever.
got to do the sports.
You've been watching our episodes?
Yes, absolutely.
You see what Jerry does to our guests?
I seen him put my boy Greg on the spot.
Oh, that was the pilot.
Oh,
that was a
man,
good one.
that pilot was definitely an episode to definitely keep in the books.
that was a
Yeah.
good one. First one was good.
So you know what's coming up.
Yo, listen.
Time for the speed round, baby. Nothing. I respect my OGs though.
Nah, let it fly.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
comfortable. He's chatting.
I'm with my brothers. I'm with my young
Yeah.
brothers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So, you know, if I can,
Rumor has it you've been getting soft on the speedy.
Oh.
How I get soft on the speed?
Rumor has it. I'm just
yo,
saying.
listen, you know
Streets
what?
is talking.
Yo, it's either the question to ask, and my English then completely gets stuck. And
Okay.
I go to my Creole.
Okay.
Let's go. We're gonna do
We'll
it right
translate.
now.
We'll translate.
Alright, you got 3 seconds to answer.
No, look the time.
Yeah, all right. The first thing that comes to your head.
Yes.
All right. You know, I got to represent for the culture.
Yeah.
How you feel? How
For
you
the
feel?
Eitage. You ready?
I'm okay. I'm good.
All right.
Alright,
I'm
it's called-
good.
All right.
I hope.
Akaso or Labui?
I got some.
I got some
Oh, dude.
labui. I mean, for the non-Haitians, what is labui considered? A porridge?
Oh.
And akasan's like a drink?
I'm global.
You know me. I see.
Ah.
I went to see
Calculating, 'cause we got
Granted, they put me in ESL because I was Haitian, but I was
Yeah,
born
me
here.
too, yo.
That's
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Mango or pineapple?
Mango all day.
Mango.
Yeah, Mango.
Mango fancy. Mango feel. Not tout.
Soup jumeau or bouillon?
Soup jumeau, mon cher. Bah, bouillon est le normal.
Translate, go ahead.
All right, soup jumeau is our squash soup that we drink for Independence Day. It's a squash pumpkin soup that is made, by our OGs. Bouillon is more so of a beef stew. It could be made with different type of meat, but it's a stew that we have boy in there, dumb boy. We make.
It's a very healthy.
It is. A lot of greens.
Very
it's
healthy.
very refreshing.
It actually strengthens your body.
Yes.
And it's very healthy thing.
Yeah.
But for me, I love the bouillon. My wife makes a mean bouillon. Shout out to New on the bouillon.
Ooh,
Go.
I mean. Sorry, Sujumu.
Favorite Haitian band?
New Look all day.
New.
Je sais pas, allez là, il vient.
We might have answered this one.
New Look.
If you was in a band, what instrument would you play?
Drums.
We answered that. It's an artist.
But I love the bass.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what's crazy?
Have you ever performed? You don't got no.
I used to sing.
Clearly, you talk a lot.
I used to
so
sing.
you don't want to be on the mic. You don't want to make tracks.
I was not a bad vocalist, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About no call.
Yeah, all right.
I was a tenor.
I was a tenor too. Section leader, me.
I was a tenor in my choir, man.
All right. If you did a porn, what would your name be?
Porn?
Yeah. What would your name be?
Ay.
Quick.
Long live the king.
Alright.
If you did a porn, what would your name be?
Yo, long live the king.
You think everybody got a porn name? You think everyone got a hidden porn name?
Yo, n'importe où prend le bon. Regarde le jonglé.
Gun Sufyan?
Long live the king.
That's right.
Chicken on chicken?
Alright. If you could go back to the future, what year would you go to? If you had a time machine.
Exactly. In the past or the future?
Pick a year. If you could go back to the future.
Dag, yo, it's hard to pick one
right
year.
Now, go. Pick one year you would go to.
1 year?
Quickly,
Pick
too.
a year you go to.
85.
85.
Isn't that when you were born?
No, man, I was born in 70.
Oh.
Got him! 70! You see me?
79. I'm an 80s baby. Slash way before 80s.
Would you rather have gray hairs or no hairline?
Gray hairs.
Yeah.
Translation, he could, what is it called? Darken his hair.
Yo, dark and lovely.
Just for men?
Jet black, just for men. Yo, but when
Those
you
are for
bald,
white people.
yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you though. I'm gonna tell you what I have, my issues with being bald.
You guys are two baldies, by the way.
No, I'm not bald.
He's
He's bald.
That's why
I bald my hair.
Oh, you have hair?
Oh shit, Papa, j'avais mon cher.
So why do you get a baldy? You don't
That's
some
why I
90s
asked
shit?
The gray hair.
That's why I asked the
gray hair.
Oh, okay.
The thing I don't like about bald.
You like Jada. Like, nigga Jada was bald for mad long. Niggas thought he was bald.
Came back
Came out with a hairline?
Yo, the thing is with being bald is the fact that even when you bald your hair, you still bald.
Go, man.
All right, if you could go back and have lunch with anybody, past or present, who would it be?
Lunch? Like a lunch date? Or
If
like
you have
high
a nice
school?
30-minute lunch with somebody, who would it be, past or present?
My mother.
Fire.
That's dope. Bring it back, right?
Yeah.
All right, last question. It was simple.
You see me looking at you.
Yeah. Let's
Hurry up.
All right. Soccer or basketball?
Oh boy, that's tough.
Quick.
You got another one for that? Like, you gonna end on with soccer or basketball?
Oh man,
Give him
that's
something on the
tough.
spot, man.
You know that's tough. Okay, you know why
I
I'm
want
gonna
to make him sweat.
You know why it's
How
tough?
you gonna make them sweat?
Soccer was
Ask him something
actually
better.
soccer is my first love.
You play soccer?
Oh no, I mean, not to talk my shit.
Okay. You played in Haiti?
I played in Haiti.
Can I tell you something?
But you know what it is though? I was too young because I left Haiti when I was 10 years old. I got to I left Haiti when I was 10.
Haiti though, right?
It
That's
was-
the
no,
number one thing.
It is.
Okay.
I left Haiti when I was 10.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to experience the fullness of what soccer represented for us in Haiti. I just enjoyed as a kid watching the elders play.
Yeah.
But when I came here, I felt like I represented, the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The way I felt like I could have. I played in Pomona Junior High School.
Mm-hmm.
We lost one game in 3 years.
Nice. You know what?
I said 3 years.
Soccer,
3 years. My 3 years in junior.
I seen him. I seen him.
Right? We lost one game.
He's still
and
playing.
That game was that game was actually.
You in the OG league?
Yeah. Huh?
You in the OG league right now?
I still play with the young boys.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so
Yo, I went to Haiti in December.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm big on the soccer thing, because I had sent it to what's our shooter's name? We know we gotta do this every episode. What's his name?
Visuals by Steve L.
I sent him a picture.
Steve is mean with this joint.
Facts. Wait, no, let me get this off.
Alright.
I sent them a picture.
Shout out to Steve, man. I got yo.
Niggas had a 3-on-3 soccer league in the middle of Boot Champai in Pencheville.
Wow.
In Haiti.
Wow.
3-on-3. They had jerseys and everything.
Yeah,
Refs.
you know this, let's keep it real with Jay. He said picture of it. He didn't say the hood.
No.
It's like, yo, picture of it is actually like it's the elite. It's like Beverly Hills out there. That's like your river.
It ain't Beverly. I wasn't in no Beverly Hills. I
Well,
was in
picture of it is
slums.
supposed to be, unless you know. For
From
me,
the mud.
growing up, picture of it was actually, you know, it's where the elites live.
Nah, but I seen the soccer.
The Haiti you went to see, you see now.
It was
it's
beautiful.
It's not my Haiti, dog.
was
It's beautiful, but it's not the Haiti that I left. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
But you left in 65, you said.
That's true though. That's true. Yeah, you're right. Before
You don't expect shit to change?
65.
But yo, let's keep it real though. It changed for the worse.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it honest.
Nah, that's fact.
All right.
All jokes aside.
That's my country. I love Haiti. Love Haiti. But let me just finish your thought, cause
No. That was my. I got some more for you, but that was because I was walking through the town neighborhood and I walked through an actual soccer
Haiti's
tournament,
good.
3-on-3.
Yeah.
Refs, big crowd. They were
Yeah.
selling water. They were selling pate. They were selling food.
Yeah.
And I just took a video. I was like, this is beautiful. Like it was just. I felt that I watched the whole game.
Yeah.
Like,
Haiti.
Bro, they're pausing. Remember we used to play football on the streets and like cars would come back. Car. Like they're stopping, putting the little barriers down so cars can drive. Or the motos could ride back.
It's just like, yo, not for nothing though, man. Like, yo, when I growing up in Haiti meant a lot to me. It taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? So soccer, you know, like Sundays was very special for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a
Big
kid.
church day.
Forget as far as church day, you had church in the morning.
Yeah, in the
Afternoon. You had to literally like you leave church.
I couldn't play football for 5 years because I had to go to church.
Ah man, listen, man.
It took me a long time to be able to play
That's a whole
VCI.
nother
My
level.
producer lived across the street from me. Yo, one day he's gonna come sit right here and he's gonna tell his stories. I couldn't cross the street. Why are parents like this? Nah, I'm tight right now. Why ain't your parents like this? Nah, I couldn't cross the street and play wall ball, my nigga.
Yo, okay.
I couldn't play football on Sunday mornings to go to church.
You know what?
I'm a little upset.
Can
This is therapeutic.
I ask you a few questions then?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, I'm glad you just. That's a good segue.
Yeah. Nah.
You know what I mean?
I'm a little tired.
Right into it. Okay?
For real.
You see how we feel about our parents right now?
I love my parents. Facts.
Yes, we love. No, don't take it that. That
Yeah,
love,
yeah,
the
yeah.
love is just like it's genuine.
Yeah.
Right? But you see what you're complaining about right now?
It's nothing.
You're a parent. You're a father. You're a father.
Yeah.
How would you feel, or how do you feel right now to let your daughter, your son? Do you feel it's like, okay, go?
I get it. I get that.
It's different.
But
It's like-
I'm never. I don't want to say I'm never. But like I'm going to parent them and treat them, you know, with my own and still a little bit of what our parents instilled in us, of course.
Yes,
but
yes.
am I telling my sons now you can't go to a sleepover? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
Okay.
right now I might be like no because of how the world is. So I get it.
That's exactly. That's
I
the thing.
get it.
A lot of times we felt, you know what it is like for me, and I'm not talking because I'm old.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yeah.
I'm talking because parenting is no joke.
It's not.
I say, you know, this is I say this like, you know, freely. It's the most important job you will have in life.
Forever. First of all, Fritz, I want to thank you. We appreciate you. Most of everyone that comes on that knows us, we always say like, yo, you gotta come back, because we didn't even go into everything.
No,
we had meetings, we had FaceTimes, we had like table readings. We usually
Never
don't
goes
get
as planned.
it. Never goes as planned. That's why we want to just let it know it's unscripted. Like
Yeah,
Under the
man.
Rock 845, it's a conversation. It's authentic. Like
Yeah,
we want the
keeping it
chemistry. We keep it real, and we just want to talk. But I definitely want to give you your flowers. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Like I see what you're doing and everything that you got going on.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you, and we wish you the best. But with that out the way, what we got coming on? What can we look forward to for Heritage?
I mean, Heritage, you know, of course.
I see you do a couple interviews and stuff, so I know you got a lot of things going on.
You know, we did we're on 105 with you know, of course, Shout out to MEZ.
Okay.
Somebody was wearing one of your joints on there, right?
Envy. Chic Luge.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're doing a lot of behind the scenes work. Chic Luge's actually the thing that I think I feel very proud of, the fact that once they get a hold of knowing what we're doing with Heritage, they immediately fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amadeus, who is a certified Grammy Award winning producer. We did an interview with him, the other day. We did a live on IG, and he's in love with the brand, and it's just one of those things. Like, I feel like
it's hard not to love, bro.
It's what we represent. We represent, the brand is all about providing a platform for people to showcase their heritage. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to just celebrate your heritage just only when it's like Flag Day.
Yeah.
It's a parade.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican Day parade. That's when I'm gonna wear it. I want you to wear your shit all year long.
Yeah. Are we wearing new pieces, or did these come out yet?
Yes. These are of
so y'all can get this. I got Fred Hampton. I know y'all seen Judas in the Black Messiah.
Tell the people where they can get it.
Our website is Heritage, HERITAJ.com. And our social media IG is Heritage _. HERITAJ _. T link on bar.
It's down there. It's down
I have
there.
me down on bar. Alright. Facebook.
Okay.
Bookfist. Heritage 73.
Okay.
Represents the year that I was blessed to hit this earth, and to be a blessing. And I want to be a blessing to others, because others have been a blessing to me. So
new pieces coming out.
I'm literally, I design daily. I'm constantly being inspired.
Okay.
I'm looking at everything that I see, everyone that I see, to get inspiration. Once again, no idea is original, but you can make an idea.
Absolutely.
Your own originality.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm always looking at things, to get inspired by. A lot of love and respect for my family members, my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who actually.
Big support.
Yeah. I mean, listen. We can always talk about what we don't do, but I want to just put the spotlight on what we do. You know what I'm saying? I have friends who actually know me that I don't even, all of us are not getting an alert.
Yeah.
Like, purchase, like,
I didn't see it.
Like, I was just with this dude.
So, next projects, you're
Yeah.
going to come here to, I want you to debut shit over here on our platform.
Oh, listen.
We're breaking news, we're breaking everything.
This is, I want to first and foremost, I want to shout you guys out.
Appreciate you, yeah.
Your movement, y'all been at this for a minute.
Facts.
A decade plus. You know what I'm saying?
Don't date us.
Don't date us.
Old is old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to pay respect, and pay homage to, the movement that's going on within our community. As much as we can highlight some of the negative things that's going on,
there's a lot
I feel like we start to understand it and pick up from the, the positive things that we see other groups are doing. And it's, what we call group economics. You know what I'm saying? Putting our money together to do things.
That's that unity you talk about.
Exactly. Unity is everything. It's everything. If you don't have it, I don't care how much money you have, your clique is weak if you're not united. It's just that simple. As they say, the quote is, say divided we fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, listen, those are not just things you just throw in the air. It's just what it is.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
it.
So I wanna salute you guys first and foremost.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you for coming, man.
Vac
Appreciate
Nation.
having me.
Yeah, we here.
Facts.
I literally think one of vagabond when you see vagabond.
We took that word, we switched it. We twisted it. We switched it around.
If you take over, I style on one. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta put mad subtitles now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, yeah.
I know we have a pretty diverse group of people that watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully my English is good enough for you that day. You know what I mean? I'm flowing right now.
Oh, God. Yo, I was gonna give him that too. Like, what the fuck?
Appreciate you, man.
Yo,
Listen, come back.
Tap in.
Whatever you got coming up, we
Hey,
would love
Taj.
to have you. Clearly,
Tap
we
in.
could talk.
Fellow Bay! And this is another thing
What's
about
Low
what
Bay
we do. Low Bay, it's just, and this is another thing about, especially for me as like, the creative director, designing for this brand, like I take things and take a different twist, different twist to it.
Yeah.
Low Bay means like it's chaos.
Okay,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
But under at the
But-
bottom.
Rise above limits.
above limits.
Rise.
And the reason why I chose to use, Marilyn Monroe
Yeah.
as, almost like, to signify the law bank.
The chaotic
The
life.
chaotic life, right? Because when you look at her life, you're like, oh my God, she was dealing with all kinds type of high profile people, but she had humble beginnings, right? So she actually created chaos by her belief into like I could be more than what my past was.
I know he's going crazy. I know he's going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yo.
like the law bang is like we could cause law bang, create chaos by actually pursuing our dreams. By actually following our dreams. What y'all doing right now?
That's a dope
is,
thought.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a dope
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Facts.
create chaos.
Create
by,
your own.
by achieving. Create chaos by following your dreams. By taking on new challenges.
That's dope.
So, you know what I'm saying? And of course the Fred Hampton doesn't have to say,
One of my faves. It's all good.
and I'm wearing the pocket pool bag, of course.
man.
Pocket pool
Listen.
is like, listen, you know what? Life will throw everything at you.
problems.
But guess what?
There's no problem.
I am what will see.
Yo.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you. You finished your cup.
Yeah.
You cheers.
This shit tastes good. The Blue Royale. Shout out to Blue Royale.
Yo,
again.
before
Blue
we leave,
Royale.
Appreciate you, man.
appreciate you guys for real, man. Yo, hey Taj, Fritz, appreciate you for coming.
Can
through.
I overtalk a little bit?
Can you? I don't know.
Let me overtalk, please. 2 minutes.
I'll give you one.
One and a half. Please. 845 Under the Rock will be huge. It is huge now. I'm talking about huger.
Okay.
Appreciate
Bigger.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Because you know what? The energy you guys have been a brotherhood for a long time.
Yeah.
And it, no matter how much success you guys achieve,
Yeah.
the brotherhood remains.
I
And to
appreciate
see
that.
this room with the same brothers that I saw when Vodka Nation first
Yeah.
started,
Yeah.
it's still here.
Yeah.
And this is 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So you guys get it.
I appreciate
The
that.
unity is our freedom.
Unity.
Unity. Yo. There you have it, folks. Heritage.
Yeah.
Heritage. Yo, let's keep it real though.
What?
It's called, I say heritage, whatever
However you
want.
say it.
However you say it, because you know what? It's your story.
That's
Pronounce
it.
it however you want.
However you want.
Because you telling your story. It's your story that you're talking
And I
about.
hope they loved your story today, because this
That's
shit was
right.
fire.
You already know. Under the rock. I'm about wash.
Salute.